Hey, what's up guys, it's Fish here and welcome back to the next installment of my Bordeleaux campaign. So unfortunately we didn't have a battle last episode, so I'll try and make sure that we get a good one this episode, maybe even two if we can stretch the time to fight two battles. And I think the main battle will come up against Talia. They did declare war on us last turn or last episode, and now it's our time to come smash down. Again, I know I keep harping on this, but I feel like this is just such a dumb mechanic in the game. We own pretty much the whole of Bretonia right now, bar the ones that Leoncourt can wield, and yet we can only field 2 full stacks of our army. As well as that, you know, we haven't even used up most of our peasant economy. Granted, we do have a lot of cavalry, but you know, like, we could only really field 1 more army, and I feel like that's just such a dumb thing. This is total war. You know, and the map is so vast. We should be able to field, you know, 10 armies and just have all these armies fighting, you know, instead of just having like a couple armies here and there. It's just a really dumb mechanic, and I really hope going forward in future Total Wars, you know, we have like, instead of just being allowed to have 3 or 4 armies, we have like 10, 15, because the AI, you know, this small country down here of Talia, who have about 2 provinces, they have more armies than me, and I have about triple their provinces. It's just a really dumb mechanic. I just felt like I needed to vent there to get that out. But yeah, last episode we did go ahead and confederate with our provinces up here, which is great. I'm actually going to go ahead and spend a little bit of money to upgrade this to a tavern. I feel like upgrading this to a tavern will just help public order in all of these regions down here, which will be great news. As well as that, we have finally reclaimed this city, which is great as well. I guess we will go ahead and just get some economy buildings here so we can try and muster another half-decent army. This would also be pretty nice, but we don't need it, so let's just go ahead and pick up a weaver house, and then when we upgrade it, we'll pick up a warehouse and keep on upgrading that, just to help out our economy a little bit. And also, I should mention as well, we've been focusing on economy since the beginning of the game. You know, we have a ton of economy tech, so it's just silly. We should also be able to maybe confederate with Leoncourt as well pretty quickly, which would be great. Because if we confederate with Leoncourt, we can just keep on boosting up our forces and we have a real good strength. I think one of the main reasons I wasn't going to go ahead and confederate with Leoncourt is, are they going to march? Are they going to land and then siege me? If they siege me, that's fine. I'm hoping that our province would have been built here by now. Nice. For unification of that, which is great. Happy populace as well, which is always going to be helpful. So this did get their guardhouse in time, right? It did indeed. So they have a half-decent army here. Nothing amazing. And how many troops? We don't really have enough troops here, but we do have a unit of Knights of the Realm, which are pretty good, if I'm honest. This city will last forever. It really won't be lost anytime soon. So we have a question here. We could try and travel through here and hit them there. That'd probably take us like 4 turns. Or we could just force march our way down. Because this is Alberic's army. And if we force march our way down, we'd be here in, what, 3 turns? Yeah, 3 turns to help lift the siege and then move on to here. So I'm expecting to lose this city, but I mean, look at Alberic's army right now. 4 foot squires, 2 battle pilgrims, 5 archers, 3 Grail knights, a questing knight, Grail guardians, and 2 artillery pieces, and the Green Knight, who's kind of been wasted a little bit. I guess we used him against Marienburg, but he's probably going to go away fairly soon. So I guess we should start getting some of these now. I guess after dealing with Talia, we're going to go kill the elves, and then probably end up killing the chaos. So we'll probably get this and then that, and then we don't really need any of these, I don't think. Yeah, because we're not fighting Norscan tribes or anything. So let's pick that up, and then we'll go up against the elves, and then we'll just slaughter the Yoke of Ages. Because the elves are only, what, like 4 or 5 provinces down here? So that really shouldn't take us too long. That's a couple armies we have to fight, and we'll be dealt with them. So we'll smash Talia, we'll smash the elves, and then we might be near the end of the campaign, because I'm pretty sure when you hit 1,000 chivalry, you have a final quest battle, and then that's pretty much the campaign over if you want to end it there. Which, again, I really, really, really like that mechanic. I like how you kind of get to a certain point in the campaign, and that just ends the campaign for you if you want to. If you just want to play a short campaign, which is really good for these type of Let's Plays, I think that's just a really, really good thing to have happen. So we might as well upgrade this, right? Help our money, because no one else can really upgrade. So yeah, let's upgrade the city. It also help out with the garrison as well. We can also upgrade the tall walls as well, which will just make the city pretty much undefeatable. Because I mean, a lot of our provinces as well have really good economy buildings. It's just frustrating, really, the way they're kind of bottlenecking you into doing this, where kind of giving the AI a really good advantage, because, you know, we are playing on very hard, but very hard shouldn't just mean that they get like 2 times more armies than you. They should try and make it difficult in other ways. So yeah, they're going to be sieging me here. They're going to hit me here. Now, we could think about fighting this, but I don't think we have walls. And the reason, because we don't have walls, which we'll have a look. If we have walls, obviously we'll fight it, but I don't think we do. I think this is only a level, yeah, this is only a level 2 city. So if we had walls, we would have fought it and probably would have won. But unfortunately, we're going to lose this city, which is fine. They might not, they do take it, but that's fine. You know, we expected to lose a city. Or we could improve buildings, or impressive buildings, which give us construction cost, or we can get recruitment cost. I mean, either doesn't really matter. I think we're going to be building more on... Because, yeah, both just gives us chivalry. Let's focus on land because I don't think we're going to be recruiting men anytime soon. And we're probably going to be building buildings at some time. So, again, we'll advance. Hopefully, the city can hold off in time so Albert can turn up. Even if they attack me, I mean, we have a huge cavalry force here. So, even if they do attack me, I'm pretty sure Albert will be able to turn up and clean house, which is fine. The Empire and Hochland have made peace. Yeah, we did get beaten there, unfortunately. You can see our horses being scattered to the wind. How are we doing elsewhere? Just anywhere else can recruit. We don't really have a lot of money right now. So again, let's just end the turn. Going up to turn 100 so far, which is not bad. I mean, there hasn't really been a lot for us to do. Because we are kind of Bretonnia and we can't really fight other Bretonnian lords, there really hasn't been much for us to do, and like fighting-wise, whereas say with like the Dwarfs of the Empire, yeah, they're going to be pushing all their armies. This will be a really good battle. And we're going to be doing a battle replay for this for sure. So again, let's move Albrecht over. We are in 4th March, so we do have to be a little bit careful.
You seek the lady?
But I hope they don't attack me this turn. So Albert can turn over and we can have like a 4-stack or 5-stack battle. Jesus. That's going to be sick. Can our Paladin strike out here at all? I don't think he can, right? But I mean, he's going to be so good in melee combat. That's going to be unbelievable. Again, just do a little bit of maintenance, seeing if there's anything we can build or upgrade. Obviously, we can do this. I think I was going to get a cavalry station here, but do we even need the cavalry station here? Like, we could just... We don't have a military base there. Was it this place we have a... Yeah, if we upgrade this, we can just get the Royal Pegasus Knights and the Royal Hippogriff Knights here. So we might as well just spend something, like, get something else here, right? But what else do we even get here? Like, there's just not enough, like, the building chain, I feel like, for Bretonnia is just kind of pretty standard.
Who calls me Hex?
So again, let's end the turn and then get ready for this epic battle. And as I said, we're going to be doing a replay here, especially for this battle, just because there's so many armies. I mean, they could decide to preemptively do the siege, which again we'll fight, and then then obviously we'll probably lose the city. But then are they going to do the siege? No, they're going to send their dude after me. Then they're going to retreat their armies, which is, I mean, feel free to. Why are you guys running? You're fleeing for your lives. You're terrified of Albrecht.
I protect Bretonnia.
And I mean, rightfully so.
Very well.
So we can't catch any of these armies, but you can't escape. You're literally in a corner, my friend. Ho, you are literally in a corner. Where do you think you're going? There's no escape for you. You are dead. If he tries to escape, he'll run into this army, right? Yeah, he can't. My entire... He's literally backed himself into a corner. That is spectacular. Our Paladin is up to level 20 now. That's pretty crazy. I guess we'll just keep on going down this tree, right? And just make him an absolute monster. Yeah, why not? Let's give him some more armor. Have a top tier. He'll have, what, like almost 100 armor? Yeah, he'll have 100 armor, I think. So, yeah, he's just going to be unkillable. The Fae also leveled up, which is good. We'll keep on upgrading her replenishment spells, her Earth Blood. I feel like that's a pretty nice one to have. So yeah, whilst our armies are down here, again, let's end the turn, and then let's get ready to absolutely smash this army. I'm so excited that they just scattered when Albrecht turned up. They were just like, fuck me. He is arriving with a mighty host, and we stand no chance whatsoever. I mean, it's to be expected. So again, they're going to try and assault. I'm pretty sure Albrecht has a nice defense against this. But yeah, their armies are literally just encamping now. And he did obviously fail as well. So let's first off, let's go and fucking kill this agent trying to think he's big by doing this. Yeah, and we were successful as well. This Paladin is just so useful.
For the lion.
Yeah, no escape. So we're going to fight this just because we haven't got a battle. And hopefully this means, because this is only kind of a smallish battle, we can fight another one as well, and you guys will have 2 battles. So overall, you can see our forces, we completely going to smash them. Our catapults are going to rain down fire. Our infantry line's going to outmatch them. And our cavalry is going to tear them apart, especially with the Green Knight on side as well. It's going to be spectacular. So I'll see you guys on the battlefield for the battle at the Astalian Tombs. Okay guys, welcome to the first battle. So at the moment what I've decided to do with my formation is I have set it up so that I have my cavalry in the woods hiding from the mortars. I also have the rest of my cavalry set up over here. I have the trebuchets up on this hill to go ahead and start peppering away at the enemy infantry. I have a pretty sturdy line of my foot squires and battle pilgrims holding the center, and then the foot squires holding the flanks. I'm hoping that these guys will be more than enough to push back the enemy. And again, we've got a soldier here just charging, getting ready to fight the enemy line when it is his time to come up against him. He looks great right there. Oh yeah, that looks spectacular, that is for sure, especially with all our men in the distance as well. That looks pretty great indeed. So we also have our archers behind with Albert ready to kill the enemy lord, and then we also have the Green Knight who is situated all the way back here, who is kind of here just to run down the enemy artillery. Maybe this is a bit of a waste for him. Maybe I could have just sent a unit of horses, but I feel like that's fine. I feel like that's not too bad for me to do that. We've got our trebuchets obviously getting ready to shoot. I think they're in range now. Yes, they are. And they're going to be shooting out a pretty horrific volley, hopefully hitting a lot of these gunners. Yeah, we got some nice hits on them. Not as many hits as possible. Like, a lot of the shots did actually hit the trees. But, you know, that was pretty decent. We got some decent damage on these guys, killing a few of them, doing a bit of HP damage. So I'm not going to complain. Something I really found out during this battle, though, is that having archers in woods really isn't that great. Got the mortars coming in, thankfully missing out. These archers in the woods block so many of their own shots, which I guess does make a lot of sense. But having the archers in these woods, it just really makes it so that they just can't shoot for shit. They just hit the trees and don't really do damage whatsoever. So definitely something I'm going to have to think about in the future by not having my men so pushed in the woods, that's for sure. I think the archer fight is starting to go out. I mean, a lot of these archers are still finding their marks, but you can see, look how many arrows are just hitting the trees and coming off. The artillery is still going off as well. Our cavalry is ready to hold firm. I think a few of these horses are getting shot at, but I think for now our cavalry is just getting ready to pounce. I'm going to be making it, yeah, you can see I'm starting to move it into position straight away. These guys are going around the right flank, and these guys are going to be going down the left flank, or vice versa actually. These guys down the left and then down the right. The artillery is really starting to find its mark, which is great. The archer fire is obviously causing a huge amount of damage. I'm going to be charging out my battle pilgrims. Forward, boys! Let's kill these Empire swords and have them done with. We go down the battle line, we can really see a horrific fight ensuing in the woods. I think this looks really cool in the woods. It looks really cool. I definitely like these battles for sure. We can see that the battle pilgrims fighting hard. I wonder how the foot squires are doing if we go a little bit further on down the line. The cavalry is coming as well. That's exactly what we want to see as a Bretonnian infantryman. Just these Grail Guardians coming in and just sending the soldiers flying, just impacting into the enemy lines. We've got our own cavalry charging down the back of these gunners. They're not going to stand a chance. And obviously we have these guys as well. They're going to stand firm and try their best to volley at me. They're going to shoot a volley. It's not really going to be doing too much damage, and they're going to be running on. I think I have my quest knights here, my questing knights over here, going to come out and help Albrecht out in this fight. The questing knights are going to come flying in and smashing the enemy lines. We obviously have Albrecht as well, fighting hard on his hippogriff, doing plenty of damage, along with the Grail Guardians. Yeah, these are the Grail Guardians who are fighting. These guys are spectacular in melee combat. They are blessed by the lady, and they will fight hard. So I'm going to be bringing out my questing knights as well. We're going to be putting out of this engagement and then charging back in for more hammer and anvil strikes. Our front line is not struggling. I wouldn't say it's struggling, but it's definitely up against it. It's got mortar fire coming in, and obviously it's having to deal with a pretty large infantry force. Luckily, these foot squires are actually pretty decent now with all the buffs I have, and I definitely need to pick up the buff for them. Now that I have 4 units of them in my army, I definitely need the buff for them in Albrecht's tree, which gives them like plus 12 melee attack and more leadership, so that should make them great. We have plenty of my battle pilgrims jumping into battle heroically over this tree. That looks spectacular indeed. Fight on, boys. Fight on. So all our cavalry is pulling out, getting ready to smash back into the enemy line. So again, we'll click play, and we can see on the major battlefield, we have cavalry pushing in at every direction. So we'll get in nice and close and watch some more cavalry charges, because what is not to love here? These guys are hitting in hard. We've got the Grail Guardians come flying in. Now, the Grail Guardians don't have the best charge bonus, but I mean, when they're in melee, they're just so strong. And obviously, Albrecht as well is just unkillable right now. He's just so strong. The rest of the cavalry come flying in. I think we're doing exactly the same over here. Yeah, we just pulled out. Now we're going to pull back our cavalry, get some more hammer and anvils out. And I mean, they don't really stand a chance whatsoever Especially with, Albrecht on his hippogriff. He's leveled like 21 now. So I think he is just so goddamn strong that he doesn't have to worry about any soldiers whatsoever. Because he knows that he will just win the day with his men as long as they stay true to him and the cause of Bretonnia. And the Questing Knights look so cool. Questing Knights, I think, are one of my favourite Bretonnian units. Just great swords on horseback. You know, what's not to love there as well. It'd be so cool if you could actually just mount them as well. And they just like kind of unchain their shields and pick out the shields and the swords and just fight with a sword and shield or something on the ground. That would be great. So I think our general has finally gone over here to kill the enemy captain, and that's going to be it for the enemy line. So we're going to be able to smash them. We do run them down a little bit for like the next 14 seconds, or that's it. So cool, we managed to smash that army, which was great. Yeah, overall a pretty effective battle. Albert getting 90 kills himself. A foot squire is doing good, which is going to obviously grant them great experience, and the cavalry doing pretty impressively as well. So this is going to be a good step for us to push on against the Tilian forces, and I mean, this guy was an idiot for getting himself trapped like that. So it was a decisive victory. We gained actually a ton of money from killing their army, which is great. We are going to go ahead and offer redemption, take on the warriors, just to help boost up our ranks a little bit, because you can see some of our soldiers do desperately need it. I feel like I definitely could have used my cavalry a little bit better there, but you know, whatever, it was a fine battle, and we definitely did do plenty of damage. So what we can do now is we can make our way back to, well, I guess get closer to Talir and get ready to start just rampaging the rest of our armies. We obviously still have a few more of these troops which can take care of. And I think as soon as the Green Knight does go, we are going to switch him over for a Paladin, and a Paladin's going to come into the army and help out. This does mean that the Fae could probably travel back home now. I mean, like, honestly, I don't really need her here that much, and we can get rid of a lot of these Knights Errants now, because they are just kind of inferior horses. So we can just do that just to get some more money, and then we will just, yeah, continue our push on with Albrecht, take back our lands, and then smash the final Tilian fortress, and take them out from the game, I guess. They definitely deserve it. We made peace with them, you know. We offered them the olive branch and they decided to declare war on me. Which, again, is another bit of my pet peeve with this game. Like, why would they want to fight me? I'm stronger than them. And, like, we just made peace. Like, obviously they might have a grudge against me. But the AI should try and, like, maybe get other people to join the war and have, like, a confederation war or something like that, I think. So they're going to try and run away. They are in march formation as well. There's not really anywhere for them to go. So let's just go chasing after them. We are taking replenishment, which is good. We could try and march and get in front of them just to push them back, which is probably what I'm going to do. And if they want to fight me, then this is only 17 units in this army. So I'm fine with that. We obviously only do have one more turn left of the Green Knight. So that's going to... We're just going to assault the unit. Well, that was awful. Hold on. 18% success? Why is this such a bad negative outcome? Wow, I don't understand why it's so negative against us. I mean, only an 80%, but there's only a 3% chance that we fail, so realistically, we're only wasting a bit of gold, which we have plenty of. So that's fine. We will just set him up like that, and hopefully we can smash them. So we did just get the Wood Elf one. Yeah, the Wood Elf one, so we can fight them. Don't need that. Don't really need any of these. We don't really need the Norscan tribes either, if I'm honest. And we're not fighting orcs anytime soon. Like, maybe this would have been something good to get at the beginning of the campaign, but we just don't need it right now. Oh yeah, trade. I should have got this ages ago. More money from trade. That definitely would have helped me out. I probably should have got that like a long time ago. But, oh well, it only takes us a turn to pick up, so that's fine. But I guess we just don't really need it at this point in the campaign anymore. So Beastmen are going to carry on moving. And we should just be able to smash this final army. I wonder how the Empire is doing against the Chaos. So they're going to run away, but they have nowhere to run. They can't get away from us. So this should help us out with our economy. How much money are we getting from trade now as the Green Knight does drop away? I wonder how much money we are making from trade. Oh, this could be kind of good. And it does give us 50 chivalry as well. Oh, it costs 50 chivalry. Well, there's no point getting that. We just don't need it. So we need any of this. Oh, this would be kind of nice. Just happiness and more chivalry. 20 chivalry is kind of good. Any other ones that offer me chivalry? Let's just get that then. And we'll work towards that. Because take us 13 turns, which is fine. So let's go and stick this guy inside the army. We'll embed him inside the army. We have the Lady's Blessing as well, which just makes this army so much better. Oh god, yeah, we really can't get away from them. I guess we'll just continue to pursue them. And hope that we can catch them. They can obviously run downwards. But if they run downwards... We'll stick the lady here. I mean, the Fae would probably get hit by the army, but I mean, we should be able to march out of there. It's annoying that we have to kind of chase this around a little bit, but whatever. We all make do, that's for sure. Oh, this is leveled up as well. Or has it been repaired? I think it's been repaired, right? So let's go ahead and get the cellar. We want to just make this into a nice economic base. We have a pretty good siege holdout time as well. 20 ammunition for siege units, and obviously if we keep on upgrading this, that'll help us out as well. Quite a lot of our provinces are now becoming happy, which is even better. We can upgrade this, which why the hell not? It allows us to get more wine. So again, let's end the turn, see what the enemy do plan on doing. But I mean, honestly, I'm not really scared of anything that can happen to me, really. Like, these two armies, or this one army can probably defeat the majority of the enemy armies. Are they going to sue for peace? Of course they are. I mean, you still hold my province, mate, so even if you were to stay alive, I would still come and smash you. Oh my god, this river crossing, man. This goddamn river crossing. It's literally impossible for us to chase him down, because the movement range in here is just disgusting.
I must keep my holy vow. No.
I mean, I want to set up like an ambush would be a good idea. But again, we're just going to have to keep on chasing them. It's so annoying because I want to smash the army and be done. But by the looks of it, they are going to just carry on being a nuisance, which is fine. You know, that's no problem whatsoever. We probably will just auto-resolve this battle, though, when we do catch them and then move on to their other cities to really start attacking them. So they did just encamp, meaning we should be in range of attacking them. They are going to run away, and we are going to chase them down. So yeah, I'm probably not going to fight this one. I'm probably going to fight the next one we come across. So again, just take on replenishment. The army's going to flee for their lives. Can we catch them? We cannot catch them, which is annoying. I would have liked to have caught up with them and defeated them, even if I don't even have a general right now. So we're going to push on this city, probably fight that battle. I could have reinforcements come. Buffet could definitely turn up with some men. Like, this cavalry army is really nice. We don't need this field trebuchet at all. This is just costing us money for no reason.
You seek the lady?
We don't really need any of these guys, if I'm honest. We can literally just use this as a cavalry army to resupply him and act as magic. Because if this army comes along with Albrecht, like, he literally will be unkillable, because we'll have like 5 units of horses turning up to help it fight with him. And the Fae with her magic as well. So yeah, this army will be literally so goddamn strong. We can use it literally as a quick force just to reinforce us as like when we get into battle. Because next year, what, 5 units of cavalry? That would be pretty decent. So yeah, let's do that. I think that's a good way to reinforce him. Reinforce Albrecht. Albrecht has like a sturdy infantry force, and he uses the Fae as like a reinforcement thing as we move on to this province to reclaim it. Obviously, they have a load of men here. Savage Orcs being appeared. I mean, that's not really near us at all, so who gives a fuck? So yeah, let's go ahead and push on over here. We do need to take on a bit of replenishment. If we go over here, I'm not sure if we do. Do we take on replenishment? We don't. So let's go ahead and merge these guys, I think. Just have one unit which is a little bit weaker, and then the rest of the line can hold. And obviously you follow up as well. Oh, more winds of magic over here as well. So we'll push on these guys, smash one of their armies. I might use a paladin as well. To just assault some of these units, why not? We have a turn, and we did succeed as well, just meaning that they're that much weaker. I mean, this guy is such a high level now, level 21, going up to 95. Oh yeah, he'll be on 95 armor after this is done. And I mean, he pretty much has everything. His leadership as well. His leadership is actually pretty low. I guess he is a Bretonnian unit. Let's push on and keep on enemies' turns. We'll go smash this Talian force and then probably go deal with the elves. And then the elves should go down a lot quicker. The annoying thing here is just these guys keep running away, but with the elves, they're in a very like stationary position. Why? Like, you are literally strength rating 12. I mean, I guess we're not that far away, but you are surely having to deal with like a million other people. At least Bretonnian came and helped us out. Like, Bretonnians should be able to deal with them. Like, it's just, and the Chaos Hordes are coming. There'd be no reason for them to come and fight me. I feel like the AI is just so dumb. Well, are they abandoning that city? They're not. But I mean, we should still get a good battle here. Oh, they assaulted us. Shit, that's not good. That's going to hurt out the entire unit. Yeah, that's going to hurt us like, pretty heavily, actually. Damn, yeah, that fucking hurt us really badly. Then fuck this, let's just kill him, man. Assassinate him. That hurt us a lot. We will just continue to encircle it though for now, because that doesn't have anything. Yeah, it just has like a stable they built there, which is pretty pointless. It's annoying because a lot of these soldiers are really wounded now. But we get the cavalry reinforcements. Even with the cavalry reinforcements, I really don't think we're going to win this. I don't see how we're not going to win this. Like, how is this going to beat this? Even my infantry can probably beat theirs. And we have all the archers and the infantry. So cool, let's jump into a second battle of this episode. Obviously, make sure to drop a like and a comment for us having 2 battles in this engagement. We got Albrecht and the Fae fighting together in glory, in the glory of battle. So yeah, let's jump in. Okay guys, welcome to our second battle. We are fairly outnumbered, but obviously our soldiers are mighty. We are obviously also suffering a bit of attrition. You can see our front line is struggling a little bit, being a little bit wounded, but we do have reinforcements on our way. Obviously, the Fae is also coming to help us out with a huge cavalry force, which is going to be great. So what I did was I set my forces up. I hid my cavalry in the woods, hopefully just to try and smash the enemy lines. I think I'm going to bring a few of these guys back, but you can see the enemy line is pretty scary indeed, but we have all this cavalry coming over. All we need is our infantry line to hold, and that's hopefully exactly what it's going to do. We'll let our trebuchets just smash away at the enemy guns. I really wanted to try and whittle down these gunners as much as I can, because as you guys know, the gunners are really the most dangerous unit the enemy have. Without them, they're really not that strong. So we're going to be focusing down all our trebuchets, trying to get some direct hits on the unit lines, which is going to be hard, obviously, because they're in quite a long formation. But all it takes is one or two shots and they will do plenty of damage. The enemy mortar is starting to open up as well on my front line, which again isn't great. Luckily, they are shooting a lot of my battle pilgrims. I'd much rather them shoot them than say my foot squires, or a unit which is like a much stronger than the battle pilgrims, which is kind of nice, I guess, that they are focusing on them. So the cavalry is going to be starting to march out now. I decided I wanted to pounce on these gunners who are coming really close to my front line. So what I decided was I decided to throw my Grail Guardians into these swordsmen, as well as that sending my questing knights after these gunners, the questing knights, which look obviously spectacular. These guys are going to be running down the enemy lines and serve these Grail Guardians as well. So that's going to be good. I'm going to click slow-mo real quickly just so we can kind of run through my battle plan now. So as we can see that I've got two units right here smashing these guys. I've got all this cavalry going around the enemy lines to obviously hit all their gunners and their missiles. So we've got this cavalry, this unit of knights errant going after the mortars. These cavalrymen are going to be going in to help out the Grail Guardians who are fighting hard there. Obviously the Grail Guardians can pretty much hold their own fairly effectively. I'm not expecting the Grail Guardians to really lose too many men in this engagement. Obviously as well, we have my entire line of archers here as well, who are just going to be opening up on the enemy line. Look at all these arrows being let loose. That looks great. So many arrows being let loose. And obviously we've got trebuchets going overhead as well, obviously just stringing their bow. So we're going to be doing plenty of damage to their front line. Albrecht as well is just overlooking the battlefield. As you can see, all our cavalry is just sweeping around. We'll get in a nice little formation here and watch this cavalry charge as our knights errant come flying in to help the Grail Guardians, who I think were probably fine on their own. They were only really struggling because they were so depleted to begin with. All this cavalry is going to come smashing in. The rest of my cavalry can continue just to wrap around the entire enemy line. However, the enemy infantry are going to be trying to come down along my lines. We obviously have a lot of archer fire coming in, but it's going to be up to the foot squires and the battle pilgrims to hold firm, boys. As the soldiers come flying in, we're going to be moving in Albrecht as well. Albrecht's going to pop his rally, and he's going to be charging in against the enemy lines, rallying the soldiers to his cause. These soldiers will want to fight their way forward against the lines of the enemy. I mean, sometimes Warhammer just looks so spectacular. I also popping Earthblood on these guys to help boost up their stats. I've got my infantry coming around as well. The enemy lord is actually situated here, which is fine with me. We're going to be popping some Grail Guardians into the side there. Perfect, sending the Empire swords flying. We're doing plenty of hammer and anvils here with our knights errant, who are making their way through the gaps, making their way closer and closer to the actual battlefield itself. We've got some more of my cavalry here chasing down a lot of the gunners. This is what the Grail Guardians are here for, is just to annihilate the gunners. And the rest of the cavalry is going to come here and help out Albrecht and just smash into the side of these guys. Albrecht's going to be going after the enemy general as well. We do obviously have some infantry coming up behind, but I mean, we have plenty of our own cavalry here to help out as well. So these guys are going to be coming in reserve to make a difference. The rest of his cavalry here as well is going to be charging directly into these Empire spears. You can see the Knights Errant coming in, and then we've got the Grail Knights as well making their way forward to charge in and try and smash these guys as well. Obviously the foot sergeants are holding firm. The arrow fire overhead, a lot of the arrow fire actually hitting these trees, but a lot of them actually finding their target as well. The cavalry in the back of the battlefield, you can see, are just going back and forth, running down the enemy lines. I'm going to be pulling out my cavalry and getting ready to turn them back in to charge in. I think we just killed the enemy general as well, which is going to be great. You can see, yeah, he just went down there. Albrecht did slay him in personal combat, which is always spectacular. A lot of the artillery warheads going in. Some of my horses getting caught here, but we're going to be charging down, killing these gunners who are still fleeing for their lives. Obviously, there's a unit of spearmen we have to be kind of careful of. we're just going to trample our way forward. That's hilarious. That is so funny. And we're going to be chasing down these gunners who should regret ever thinking about shooting down some heavy Bretonnian cavalry. God, I feel like I'm the French finally getting to hit the English longbows when my knights charge in. And I think there we go. I think we just did claim victory there. Yeah, we did claim victory there, which was great. And now we're just going to spend the rest of our time running down a few of these units. So again, a fairly quick battle, much like the first one was. But you know, that's what it's going to be. These armies aren't really that great. I mean, the battles are lasting longer because of the AI recruitment mod, because they're not recruiting like 20 units of missiles. You know, otherwise, if they're recruiting 20 units of missiles, it'd be more annoying to fight against, but it'd be over much quicker. And I think just because of how good Albrecht is, there's not really a legendary lord who can fight him. So because of that, he is just absolutely annihilating the enemy lords without even question. Like, he's just 1v1ing them to death. So let's clean up this battle, and then we'll jump back into the campaign, and obviously we will see who got what kills. Hopefully, I'm expecting my Grail Guardians to do well, and my questing knights actually, because they got a lot of charges on the enemy lines. So we'll just spend the last 20 seconds of this battle watching these knights errant chasing down the routing Empire swords. Let's have a look at our front line actually. How do we do? Yeah, the front line is looking pretty bloody. There's not a ton of dead bodies here, but there's a decent amount. And these foot squires are just standing firm like nothing even happened. So let's jump in and see who got the most kills. Yeah, the Trebuchet is doing great. The Grail Guardians, Questing Knights, as you can see, got almost 100 kills. Archers actually doing really, really well. I wasn't expecting the Archers to do that. The Foot Squires doing great. How about the Fae? Yeah, the Fae, obviously Knights Errant doing really good. And yeah, the enemy force just not doing great. So cool, hopefully you guys enjoyed this replay, and I'll see you guys back in the campaign. So overall, that was a pretty good battle for us. Our cavalry just completely overwhelmed the enemy lines, and as you can see, we absolutely just annihilated their forces, which is great, killing out the entire garrison and the entirety of the army, which was garrisoned there. So Albert can move on. We got the Sword of a Lady's Champion as a weapon. That's always nice to have, and we did finally secure the province. So we will get this province back to giving us more taxes, and I think we will just continue to upgrade it. Like, we'll go ahead and pick that up. We'll obviously upgrade this and try and get a better defensive place here, and then just get our replenishment and kind of work towards going towards their final province. I think that's going to be our main goal for probably the next episode, and then after that episode's done, we probably will confederate with the rest of Bretonnia, and then kind of deal with the final chaos threat. So let's pick up this final aura boost, just so it means that, you know, everyone gets a bigger leadership boost around him when he is in combat. You know, getting an extra 40% larger size is pretty insane, if you ask me. We also should think about getting foot squire bonuses as well, considering we have 4 units of foot squires. This will be an amazing buff for them. So I'm actually pretty tempted just to revert that actually and get the aspiring knights, because the aspiring knights give the foot sergeants a huge boost. A huge boost. So yeah, I'm actually going to pick that up and just give these guys, yeah, they have 88 leadership. This one has 90 leadership. And they all have really good melee attack and defense. 40 melee attack. How much does an Empire Swords have? 34. Yeah, so they're definitely going to outclass a lot of these weaker Empire units for sure, which is nice. We look back at the rest of our Empire. We obviously do have to be very careful. They could move in and attack me on quite a few locations if they Marienburg do want to. So we do have to be kind of somewhat wary there. We'll upgrade both of these though, and I think for now we're okay. We want to kind of quickly deal with these guys and then push onto the enemy forces. I think will be our main goal for the future. So again, let's end the turn, see what the enemy do, and then we'll probably end the episode here. We've had 2 battles, we've done a decent amount of turns, so I feel like we're at a good place to just end the episode here. First off, I want to see obviously what Marienburg do. We might have to raise another army, but I'm pretty sure Leoncourt is busy fighting Marienburg, so I don't really have to deal with him. I can deal with these treacherous people down to the south. Oh, if we can smash that army, I am 100% going to do that. We're making so much money as well. If I can, oh, we're just out of range. That's so annoying. We take like no attrition at sea, and they take a ton. Yeah, they've had to actually go, because they could have just gone around here. I guess they're trying to make their way to this city, but they've gone all this way and they have to take attrition, otherwise Albert can ride out and hit them. So we've got a couple more turns of, oh god, you don't mean to do that. We've got a couple more turns of replenishment to go, just getting these guys back up to full strength. The Paladin can go back in to start training them, which is great. And again, we're making 2 grand now, which is awesome to see. I think a lot of these buildings which are finally being built are definitely helping us out now. Trade is also great. I mean, I wonder how much money we're making in trade right now. Is that all? Is that literally all? We're only trading in Bretonnia? Really? Who else will we? Oh yeah, I guess we're confederating with everyone. Our trade isn't that great. Does anyone else actually like us? The Empire likes us. How much do you want to trade?
That is all I ever want.
Yeah, they give us 268 gold. That's fine. That's pretty good. And obviously over time that'll go up. Yeah, we make a bit of money through there. And I mean, we only get 23 gold. This is such like a dumb mechanic. Like, you get extra 23 gold. You know, we've been trading since the beginning of the game, but here's 23 gold after 100 turns every turn. I guess it does add up, you know, after 10 turns, it's 230 more gold. So I guess it does add up. We've almost actually completed this next step as well, which is going to be great because it's going to give everyone loads and loads of leadership. An extra, 2 leadership, and we get another use of the Green Knight. So again, let's end this turn, and then I will end the episode here. So if you guys are enjoying this series, please do make sure to drop a like and a comment down below. It really, really does help out the channel. You guys don't understand how much each individual like helps out. You know, it gets this video out to a ton more people, lets them see my videos and see the rest of my channel, which is just so awesome. So I want to thank you guys a lot for that, and hopefully you guys are enjoying this. We are going to be upgrading our thing next. We don't really have much peasant mob, but that's fine. So yeah, next episode we are going to push on the rest of the Chilean forces, hopefully wiping them out for good, and then obviously after that we will move to the elves, and then after that I guess we'll go ahead and probably finish up the campaign. We'll deal with the remnants of our final Crusader battle, which obviously will have to pit Alberic's army against the enemy who come his way, so it should be good. So again, as I said, make sure to drop a like and a comment. I'll see you guys next time, and fish out.